Hey guys, so yay, I did a thing. I debated Onision, and this is something that I knew wasn't going to be my shining moment. I knew it wasn't going to be any kind of breakthrough. But I did it anyway, and if you're interested in watching it, I posted the full thing on my vlog channel. I didn't post it here because honestly, I didn't think many people would give a shit, but I think I was kind of wrong about that because I've been having a lot of people asking me to talk about it and give my post-debate thoughts. So that's what this is. I really don't I don't want to talk about this anymore. If you guys are annoyed from hearing about it, trust me, I am so annoyed talking about it. So, I mean, if he doesn't do anything else that I just absolutely feel the need that I have to respond, something he's done or said about me, I plan on not talking about him anymore. So yeah, I did a stupid debate, if you even want to call it that. Honestly, I just always want to put quotation marks around debate. If you missed it and you don't want to watch the whole thing, this tweet that I made summarizes it completely. The first hour of this debate conversation, I'm just going to refer to it from now on as a conversation. The first hour of it was basically about Eugenia. Now, this is all repetitive for you guys, but he claims to not have seen any of my videos and somehow still managed to try to make arguments based on assumptions from videos that he hadn't watched, so that made the entire debate feel very pointless conversation. Fuck. But yeah, the Eugenia part of the conversation went on way too long. It really drug out and got really annoying, and I tried a couple of times to change the topic because it was a live stream debate on YouNow, and I could see people commenting, and a lot of them were saying, move on, please, we're annoyed. So a couple of times I tried to move on. I mean, we've been talking about it too much. And every time I attempted to move on to a different topic, he would use that as me trying to opt out of this because I had nothing to say, because I had no points to make, and therefore just wanted to change the topic. But that was not the case, and I feel like that was kind of just a manipulation tactic almost. Oh, you don't want to continue talking about the same thing for 3 hours? It must be because you have nothing to say. It's I've made the point in previous videos, and I made the point in that conversation that he has admittedly said before that he knows the videos that he makes about her aren't actually helping her. He knows that what he's doing isn't helping, but he disregarded that and tried to say again that the purpose of these videos was to help her and that he was trying to do something good for her, which I think is total bullshit. And when I tried to call him on that, he tried to back me into a yes or no answer type of situation. Again, very manipulative, but it was along the lines of, if I had the opportunity to flip a switch and help her, do you think that I would do it? And because I'm not just going to say whatever I need to say to make him look bad, my goal isn't to make him look bad. My goal is to have a actual conversation with things achieved in it. So I said, yes, of course, if you had the opportunity to flip a switch, I think you would flip it to help her. And then he's like, see, I am doing all this to help her. I'm like, no, because just because you would flip a switch in a situation where you had a switch to flip doesn't mean that what you're currently doing isn't anything more than an attention ploy trying to get yourself more views and therefore more money. Regardless, I'm happy that that conversation happened because we came to a conclusion that he was going to leave her alone, that he was going to discontinue making any videos about her under the condition that she write him asking him directly to stop. So I was kind of surprised that this, even had a positive outcome. We actually reached some kind of conclusion. So yeah, I mean, I texted her. I'm like, hey, he said that if you message him, he'll stop. So she's like, okay. She messaged him and then he tweeted about it. So here's evidence for future reference. If Onision continues to make videos harassing Eugenia, he's even more of a liar than I already thought he was. He also tried to use the argument that he must be right because he helps so many people. And he tried to use that as evidence against my points, which I was never trying to argue, ever. Trying to argue that he didn't help people. But he tried to use all these tweets and all these, comments praising him as evidence that what he's doing is this amazing white knight of a thing. And I did mention that he should apply a level of skepticism to those tweets because The tweet that he has pinned to the top of his Twitter profile solicits compliments. It's basically asking his fans and his followers to let him know how great he is. And if you are a fan of someone and you want their attention, you will do anything to get that validation. He retweets a lot of these compliments. You know, he responds to people. He makes people feel like he's noticing them. And, you know, these are things that he's asking for. Like I said, he's soliciting these compliments. I'm not trying to say that all of them are false or that everyone who says that is a liar. I'm just saying a level of skepticism should be applied to that volume of tweets whenever you're clearly asking for compliments. You know what I mean? Am I crazy? Does this make sense to people? So keeping that in mind, he did try to say during that conversation, oh, so you think I'm not helping anyone ever? I can't decide whether or not he really doesn't understand what I'm trying to say or if he's purposefully just saying what he knows his audience is going to hear in his defense. You know what I mean? Just saying things knowing that people are going to be like, yeah, you know, he helped me. Don't call me a liar. And, you know, I don't know if he was doing that on purpose to get that reaction or if he was genuinely confused. I don't know. Again, let me know what you think in the comments. But of course, as I think that he probably wanted, he got comments like this from people saying, just finished the live stream. Jaclyn kept saying you helped nobody, and that they were saying all this stuff to get attention. Like, of course, it's not surprising that his very young fans would get that impression because that's what he said, to give them that impression. And then he says, please don't be upset. Just be glad that you know who you are and how things are, and people can have their opinions. Congrats on healing. So of course, you know, this frustrates me because he's continuing to perpetuate an idea that I don't even think he fully believes himself. So I called him out. I'm like, I remember distinctly saying that you probably have helped loads of people. This is out of context. Again, he responds, you have to take that up with them. I didn't claim anything in that tweet, just showing support for the many like them. Okay, just because you didn't make that tweet doesn't mean that you screenshotting it and posting it isn't trying to send a negative message about me that I claimed every single person that tweets him is just a liar. That's the message you're trying to send, and it's kind of fucked up that you're purposely twisting my words. It's manipulative bullshit, which people called out. I love how you make the decision to put these things in public display and then hide behind, oh, it was my fans who said it. Another person, so you admit that the comment is bullshit and not true, but you keep it up? Guess you're only Mr. Honesty when convenient. If he supports his fans in saying it, then that means he supports the idea behind it. What an ass. Okay, so like clearly it's not fooling many people. Apply a level of skepticism is not code for totally ignore. Your pinned tweet solicits compliments, come on. Guess he can't argue, so he resorts to being a condescending snob. And condescending he was at many different points. He insulted me, like said that my videos are boring or that my videos didn't get a lot of views and therefore I was unsuccessful in comparison to him, which I think is ridiculous. He's been doing this way longer than I have and has a lot more subscribers, so of course I'm gonna get less views. Not to mention that he's the one that asked me to fly out to collaborate with him. It's not like I wrote him one day and I was like, you're so awesome, I would love for you to work with me, just this little YouTuber, just please work with me, you would help me so much. No, he like wrote me, said he liked my videos, and asked me to fly out there to work with him. So clearly the insults to my channel only apply whenever he has some other kind of beef with me. I don't think that they're actually genuine, but regardless, yeah, whenever you have nothing else to say, whenever you have no like legitimate arguments against a person, it's pretty childish to resort to insults and name calling and basically ad hominems, but hey, what do you expect? And things happen, like he kept laughing at different points during it because apparently I was making hilarious jokes. And also at one point his wife called him to complain about my pronouns or something like that. I don't know exactly what was said, but apparently that's who was on the phone whenever he picked it up. It was his wife. And that led us into the next topic, which was the whole gender issue. And honestly, I'm really happy that got brought up because it got cleared up really super fast. I'm like, you took me out of context on purpose. I didn't say the things that you said that I said, and the issues that you had with me were because of a misunderstanding of what I wanted to say. I was talking about gender roles. I was not talking about invalidating people who feel a certain way. I was talking about a number of genders, and this is something that I want to bring up later, but if you watch that video, I cleared it up, and it basically boiled down to a difference in opinion on how to define something. It boiled down to language, semantics. So not a vast difference in ideologies or the way that we think. It's just semantics and misunderstandings or purposefully misunderstanding. You decide. I don't really have much else to say. I am sorry for the barrage of videos about this topic. I'm done. I'm so done. Like I said, if it annoyed you guys watching it all, it annoyed me even more. But but I've been getting like nonstop tweets, and whenever I go live on I get nonstop comments asking me to talk about this, and I don't want to talk about it anymore. Not on YouTube, not on YouNows, not anywhere ever. So hopefully this video can be the end of it, and anytime anybody ever asks me, hey, talk about the debate, I can be like, made a video, go watch that, and now let's talk about fun things and stop with the bullshit. My next video is going to be atheist related. I did a really cool interview with Michael Shermer, so you can look for that. I'm very excited to post it. And back to the regular content. Thanks for watching. Like this video if you liked it. All my social media links are in the description below, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.